Hello there guys, it is Tico here with another video, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses. Sorry about the week absence, I'm actually getting ready to move, so that is why I haven't made anything for a week. I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I am back with the request that you guys wanted me to do. A lot of people in the comments were asking me, make a beast deck, and I was so sure that I had already done it with a video with a beast deck in the past, when I was making videos of this game earlier on, one of my other capture card and everything. And I looked around and I realized I did not have a beast deck, so here it is. Here is a video actually showing a beast deck for this game. Beasts don't really have a lot of support for this game, so I've done a few builds before in the past, but with this one I kind of went completely focusing on one monster. And it's the one monster that you can pretty much have 6 copies of in the deck. And if you focus on that one monster alone, which is the one that can receive the most equipped spells that work for a beast monster in this game, then you should be alright. So anyways, let's actually talk about the deck and let's get on with the duels. We're actually going to do probably about a couple duels in this video, and probably tomorrow or the day after I will, since I'm moving tomorrow so it'll be pretty hectic, but whenever I get a chance I'll do the next video showing like a different deck. I was thinking of doing fairies. I think I've done a fairy video in the past, but I want to change it around a little bit, and I was thinking of doing how to get the Wicked Worm in a video, how to like rank out faster or whatever. I don't know, a few things here and there, and more than likely I will be getting Naruto next week as well, so yeah, that is gonna be awesome. Okay, so deck, we got King Tiger Wangu as the deck leader, and he is rank 3. That means he's a captain, and he has a leader ability with movement boost for same type friendly. That means any other beast that's on the spaces surrounding my deck leader can move 2 spaces, even if the terrain is not forest. So that's a cool card to have as a deck leader. I believe you can start with it when you first start the game. Next up, we got 3 Curse Breaker. We know what it does. We got Beautiful Beast Trainer. We got 1 copy of this because I didn't want to really put any more copies. It just didn't fit the speed of the deck that I wanted to give it. But pretty much the effect of the Beast Trainer card, and this is a warrior. It's the only card that is a warrior in this deck. When it's flipped face up, all beast monsters get 300 points. So it's called Beautiful Beast Trainer for a reason. Next up, we got 3 Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beast. One of Yugi's favorite cards in the show. Next, we got 3 King Tiger Wangus, the actual card in the deck. That is the deck leader. The effect is it can move 2 spaces regardless of terrain. So it can move 2 spaces regardless of what the terrain is. So that's pretty cool. Next, we got 3 Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast. Another one of Yugi's favorite cards, and one of his favorite fusions to bring out constantly. Next, we got 3 bird format. Now, you guys should be able to notice where this is going. We can fuse bird format with Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts, and it makes another 3 copies of Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast. So the whole deck is focused around Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast. So when we go to power up card for this monster, we can see all the cards that work for this power up. So the top 4, I have 3 copies of each. Beast Fangs, Horn of Light, Mystical Moon, and Gust Fan. I got 3 copies of each card, so that's 12 cards. My 12 equips in this deck are those cards. So we got 3 4s to change the field to my advantage. Beast Fangs, Horn of Light, Mystical Moon, and Gust Fan. And then we got 3 Paralyzing Potions for whenever we encounter a monster that we just cannot go over. We can just equip him with Paralyzing Potion as long as it's not a machine. It completely spellbinds it forever, eternally. So that is also pretty cool. I always like this card. I don't know why. Next, we got 3 Magic Jammer. Now, Magic Jammer, I don't really use a lot in this game. I only use it when a deck doesn't really have like a lot of strength. Like if it's a deck that has like a lot of ways to increase the monster attacks, I just go with Royal Decree for my traps. But if the deck doesn't have enough like equipped spells or effects that increase your attack a lot to where the opponent can't go over them, then I go with Magic Jammer. And then the other 3, I go with 3 Mirror Wall. So a Mirror Wall covers our bases for whenever we're getting attacked by stronger monsters. And then Magic Jammer covers our bases for whenever the opponent is activating a spell like Dark Roll or something. So the only thing we really gotta watch out for with this deck is traps. So yeah, so traps. So let's actually do a couple duels. The first duel I want to do it against Kaiba Seto. I was actually doing a couple practice duels against Tristan Gray. I don't know why he's called Tristan Gray. think his name was Tristan Taylor in the show, right? I don't know. I don't like how they changed it. Anyways, I want to do a couple duels, and I think the first duel I'm gonna do it against Kaiba, Seto, just because Seto's always a good opponent to play against. And probably the next video that I will be doing the 2 duels that I will be showing in the deck. I'll probably be doing them against the Manabujan Fab Lead, however you say his name. I'm gonna do it against his white and red versions. They're pretty much the same guy, just one focuses on direct burn, and the other one focuses on powering up monsters with Riroku, I believe is the name of the card, the one that cuts your life points in half and gives the attack to the monster. So let us actually face Kaiba. And by the way, guys, I just got done eating cereal, and it is 11:40 at night. Yes, some people do eat cereal late at night, and I'm surprised because since I'm moving, I don't feel like cooking anything big. So I was like, man, what is there to eat around here that's somewhat healthy? And I was like, well, I guess cereal it is. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Oh, wow, that's a pretty good hand right off the bat. This is like the best thing that you could get whenever you're playing against Kaiba or Seto in this game. Just put Forest and make the normal field into like whatever you want. Boom. I really like how field spells work in this game. They don't change the entire field. They just change like a 9x9 square area. Well, 9x9. It's really weird. It's like a 3x3, but like sideways. It's kind of strange. Alright, so he's got a monster. Okay, so our hand has a lot of monsters and one equip spell. I'm going to go ahead and just wait it out for a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this bear format. I'm gonna flip it and face up defense. It's gonna give me 10 stars. So now I got max summoning stars, so I don't have to worry about summoning strong monsters now. It's always good to do that effect as quickly as you can. That way you don't really run behind or anything on summoning. Because if your deck is like pretty much focused around summoning monsters a lot, you want to be able to summon them without anything holding you back. So let's equip. So fusing bird format with Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts, and then we're equipping the Mystical Moon to it. So it's going to be 3100. Because once it arrives on the field of forest, it gets another 500 power up boost. And we attack. Oh, negate attack. Huh. Okay. Alright. Okay, Seto, what do you got in store? Are you gonna attack me now? By the way, it's a cool thing about this game that when the opponent attacks you, oh wow, he's got the same monster. Oh my god, what are the odds? Holy crap, I just want to watch this. I just want to watch the attack animation while I speak about this. It's weird that in this game, you don't have a choice of when you want to activate traps. Traps are either considered triggered by how quickly, how close you get to them. Like if you go right next to a trap, then it will activate. So those are the limited range traps. So they're divided into pretty much 2 categories: limited range and full range. A full range trap can be a trap that's also a continuous. So full range can be continuous, or it doesn't have to be continuous like Magic Jammer, which is full range. Full range means that no matter what the opponent does anywhere on the field, the trap's going to activate in response to it. So I wonder what this card is. Oh wow, we got more forest. This card right here, I'm thinking it might be a Blue Eyes White Dragon, but I am not too sure. I want to risk it and attack it. Oh, it's an Hourglass of Courage. Wow, that was a big mistake. Alright, we don't need to watch this fight again. That was a big mistake on his part, because this card makes him lose 1,000 life points, and then increases all his monsters that are on the field by another 1,000 attack points. Since he didn't have any other monsters on the field, the effect did not activate. The effect only activates if he had another monster on the field. But it's just pretty stupid for the AI just to move that monster and leave it in attack position, knowing that I can move 2 spaces. But I guess that's some of the things I'm trying to like explain about in this game. Like, the computer can be kind of dumb at times, and just the overall way the game is played is kind of strange when it comes to traps. You know, you got full range and limited range traps, And for example, that negate attack was really worthless when he activated it because of the reason that he wasted it, and then he anyways decided to attack me the very next turn with his own monster. So if in this game you had the choice of deciding not to activate a trap, you wouldn't have to waste them all. So you gotta be careful about when you place them down, because the moment you place them down, they're gonna be triggered automatically without you having to say. I guess I'm probably just ranting, but I guess that's just the way I feel about it. I'm thinking if they ever decide to make another remake or something of this game, they should really work on that. I think it would be a very big I think it would be a very big advantage, you know, if they did it that way. I think I'm gonna activate this. Nah, I'm not gonna activate it. You know, if they did it that way, you know, it would give the game a lot more strategic value. Because when you're, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I'm overthinking it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the game should allow you to decide when you want to activate your spells and your traps when they're on the field, or do you want it to be automatic how it's always been? You know, that's a good question. I guess it's more of ethics. Do you want the game to stay the way it is right now, or do you want it to progress and evolve into something else? Okay, so let's see. I don't know what I got here. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to equip this Chimera with the Beast Fangs, and I'm gonna put it right here in the edge, seeing if the opponent decides to attack it. I'm gonna wait next turn, and once this gets the spell binding taken away, I'm gonna move it 2 spaces over here. So, or I'm gonna move it 1 space, and then I'm gonna activate Forest, and then I'm gonna move another 2 more spaces over here, from here to here. I'm planning on my attack, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I'm thinking out loud right now. I'm planning it out. Planning everything out. Alright, move this 1 space here. Leave that here. Let's see what I got in my hand. Oh, wow. I can power up both of them. Okay, so we are going to power up this one by 500. So it is now 3600, correct? We're going to leave things the way they are right now. So one is 3100 and another one's 3600. Now when I activate this forest, this square right here where he's at is going to turn into forest, and this one over here is going to turn into forest, and this one over here is going to turn into forest. Now the reason why I've held on so far is because I wanted to do it right now, and he has that. That's what I figured. Oh my god, how did I know that? How did I know that? Okay, so we are going to activate the forest now again. I was just predicting it in my head. I didn't say it, but I was predicting it in my head. Okay, so the reason why I left them both in those corners was because I didn't want them to move into a space that wasn't advantageous to them. So now that the forest is there too, I can move the 2 spaces and they still land in forest. So let's flip this up, move 2 spaces, and it'll still land in forest. So now he only has 2 spaces to move to. Either way, I mean, he can't move. Even if he moves, he's gonna lose. Unless he summons like a Blue Eyes White Dragon and powers it up by 500 and decides to kill this one, in which case he could move to this corner over here. Okay, so the only thing he could do right now is summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm not gonna move this forward or to the side, because if he decides to play something here, he can attack me if I decide to move to the side or forward. So I'm gonna end. Guys, tell me something. Do you guys think that I overthink this game too much? I mean, I've been playing this game for ages, right? And I think it's like I can predict everything that's going to happen, and I know every card and every strategy and something, but I still think about it regardless. I guess maybe it's just fun for me to do that. Okay, so the monster has 3100, so we can attack. Yeah, I guess this is it. Actually, this one is 3600, right? And this one this card was put on with a power up. Maybe it's a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Let's find out. Oh my god, how did I know? What did I tell you guys? Oh my god, what did I tell you guys? It's like I can just predict it. I can see the future. I can see the future. I'm like, what is that girl? The girl from Yu-Gi-Oh, Ishizu, and she has that Millennium necklace that lets her see the future. Well, I'm her, but you know, her male version. I can literally call the shots before they happen. And I don't know. It's funny because I was thinking about that the other day while I was thinking of a duel that I had in real life a while back. Actually, not one duel, but multiple duels in real life where when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh actively a lot. And sometimes you can just predict what's going to happen, and I was doing that, and a lot of the time I predicted bad things would happen, and they would. And I guess that's just a negativity working against you. Like like what do you call it? Let's say, for example, like I would attack my opponent, and I would know, for example, that they would have that things would be okay. I guess I would attack them, and then I would have a Mystical Space Typhoon in my hand, right? And I would end my turn without setting the Mystical Space Typhoon. And as soon as I ended my turn, I'm like, what if they decide to play like Premature Burial or Snatch Steel the very next turn and take my monster? And then I could have changed the Mystical Space Typhoon, which I could have set to kill that card. And you know, rightly so, the very next turn it happens. Or the very next turn, I was like, oh my god, I left myself wide open. He's going to summon a Spear Reaper. Even though for some reason, you know, Spear Reaper is not splashed a lot into a lot of decks, sometimes it just happened. And I'm like, wow, man, like sometimes I just call it how it is and it just happens. It's like I'm jinxing myself or something. Okay, but anyway, we just beat that guy. Okay, I'm just rambling on. I'm not even talking about this game anymore. But I guess it's just experiences, you know. And I mean, I'm sure you guys feel this way too, but when you play a game enough, no matter what type of game it is, you realize that it comes to a point where you can just predict what's going to happen. No matter how many different algorithms and different possibilities there are of things going a certain way, you just know. You feel it. You feel it. That you can just tell. There are signs which you know will make things happen the way you're thinking they're going to happen. And you intuitively know this, but you have no way of explaining why it is. So, I guess, am I explaining myself? I don't even know anymore. Okay, so let us put the beautiful Beast Trainer there. I'm not gonna move. I want to see which side he's going to go to. And I guess Yu-Gi-Oh is that way. Maybe any card game you play is really that way. Okay. I'm gonna end. I mean, maybe any card game you play is probably that way. Just because, like I said, card games is just intuition. You know, no matter how good you are, no matter how well you know the deck, no matter how well your deck build it, you know, you're just going to run across the fact that you just can't predict everything. And just like I couldn't predict that I would draw 4 power-ups at the same time. And I'm just gonna do the beautiful Beast Trainer and give it another 300. And then I'm gonna move back my King Tiger Wangu 1 space deck leader to get rid of it because I don't want to take it out spaces. And I'm going to attack for 4,400 attack, whatever that monster is. So turn 2 or 3, I already did 3,100. Who would have known that? Who would have known that? That I would have been able to do something so awesome, you know? Just me, just me. But I don't know. I guess this is why I love card games, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering, Card Fight Vanguard, Pokemon, Digimon. You know what? I really liked playing that Digimon World 3 card game that was in-game. Digimon World 3 was an RPG game, but it had like a side game, which was like a mini game of just, you know, what is going on here? Destiny Draw? I'm thinking Mirror Force. I'm thinking Mirror Force. It has to be Mirror Force. It's either Mirror Force or Diankito the Cure Master. But I think it's Mirror Force. That usually happens when the opponent feels like the gap is too big. But you know, that's just something I was thinking about. But card games are awesome. I just couldn't live without them. You know. It's just one of those things that you just need in life. I think when I have kids, if I do have kids, I haven't decided yet, by the way. I am going to teach them about Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering and everything else that has to do with strategy. You know, chess. You know, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! And chess combined. So, and anything else you can think. Just because I think in a way, you know, people might think like these are children's cards games. You know, the worst fate of the world is being decided by children's card game. But you know, if you play enough of this, I think it makes you smarter. But in the sense that it makes you smarter at something that most people just wouldn't use in real life, you know. But if you ever came across a situation that required you to use the skills you learned through a game, you would probably be the best at it. People would be like, how the hell did you get so good? I'm like, well, I played a lot of video games, and you know, that's how it happened. I'm trying to think of an anime that just came out. And it's an anime where this guy, all he does is play games, and then he dies. And when he dies, he goes to purgatory. In purgatory, they give him the option, well, you can either be reborn in you know, same life that you're having right now, or you can be reborn as in your normal world, or you can go to heaven or whatever. Although I don't think you could go to heaven. I almost forgot. But the gist of it was that he could be reborn into a world where there would be fairies and monsters and the Demon King and everything. And it's like, wow, this is what I've prepared myself for my whole life. You know, just playing video games about RPGs and stuff like that, and you know, learning about magic and everything. And sure enough, when he gets reborn into that world, he's like the best person around. Even though he's a rookie, he has like some serious knowledge of what the heck is going on, you know. So I don't know. Maybe something like that would happen someday to one of us. But for now, we just gotta think it's a children's card game. We have no other choice, guys. No other choice. Okay, I'm trying to think now. If it's a Mirror Force, I need to really put this in defense. And if it's a Mirror Force, I'm going to... I don't know if I want to attack that monster. I'm gonna attack it. Yes, it is Mirror Force. It is Mirror Force. Oh my god, I called it. So my monster was destroyed, but this one wasn't because I switched it to defense. Awesome. I am so awesome. Okay. Okay, so yeah, opponent only has 900 life points left. I see the thing about Destiny Draw in this game is that it only happens once. You can't have two Destiny Draws in the same duel. So I'm trying to think right now. What do I want to do? I want to move this forward and want to place Mirror Wall back here. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to get him to like move one space up, so he's within attack range of my Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast. And I'm going to end my turn. But I think Yugi has a Mirror Force in his deck. Oh wow, he's smart. He decided not to do it. But he moved that other card over there. Huh, not bad. Okay. We gotta move our Mirror Force, Mirror Wall back here. I don't know why I keep thinking of Mirror Force. Let's see what my hand has. Okay, so he has one monster here. So let's power this up as much as we can. There you go. And let us attack it. What is it? Meteor Dragon, awesome. But yeah, I think Yugi in this game, he keeps an actual copy of Mirror Force in his deck, and then if he gets into like a really tight spot where you got too much advantage, that's when he gets his Destiny Draw, where it gives him a second Mirror Force, you know, from the Destiny Draw. But we're gladly, you know, that wasn't an issue for us because we're awesome. You know, we got the skills that all the ladies want. Or I hope so, that ladies want my skills. Haha. Okay, guys, that was 2 duels using my Beast deck. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you learned something from all my rambling. Okay, I'm gonna click the buttons at the exact same time and see what I get. Ah, man, look at that. Just look at that giant soldier of stone on the left corner in the bottom. Oh my god, it was almost all 3 in a row. I'm pretty lucky at that sometimes. I don't know, I just randomly click everything at the same time and I just get it, like randomly, often. is weird. I don't know why. I tell you, the game it's like just take it, man. Just take it. You're too good. You're too good. I don't want to mess with you. But leave me your comments below. Let me know what you guys think about anything I said tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the duels and got to learn something about Beast in this game. It's pretty much all about focusing on Chimera, the mythical beast, just because it is the only one that actually Chimera, the flying mythical beast, because it's the only one that actually gets like a lot of power-ups. You know, 12 different power-ups that you can put on it. So you know that first turn when I got it to like 4,000 something, and then the other one I got it to like pretty much 4,000 as well. And, yeah, it happens a lot with a deck like this if you're just focusing on one monster like that. And Mirror Wall is just broken. I don't even know what the hell they gave you the ability to get that card early on with a password. I mean, who the heck came up with that? It makes the game so easy. But thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for listening, and I will catch you guys later. Hopefully you enjoyed, and peace out.